Oh, welcome back to the Posthumous Investigator. Have we read this? I can't remember. I'll read it again. When all of this began, I didn't expect you to encounter such difficulties. After all, isn't that what detectives do? Solve mysteries? If you're not feeling able, maybe you should let someone else do it. No, I am well prepared to do some mysteries. Come on, detective, cheer up. I've always believed in your potential, even if I don't show it sometimes. Can I talk to you about my clues, my good friend? I want you to tell me all about it. Another day, the same day. Let's see if things... Ooh, I moved forward today. I clicked off screen. There's a problem with having two monitors and having your OBS over on the right. Oh, I should straighten the painting, as always. I don't know why I still... Well, everything is well again in the world. Exactly. We're trying to make things well. My good friend. Hold F to fast... Yeah, I know that, but there's a couple of things I want to check out early in the morning. Number one is, of course, I want to go to Helena's Cafe. Get my normal stuff that I always get, which is the cream bun. And the cheese. I will immediately give it to this guy. Mm. And I want the cheese bread as well. Cheese bread are important for things. There's another thing that I wanted to do in the morning, but I can't remember what it is. I recorded all of like what I did last week, so that's why I've got a terrible memory. It's not because I played this yesterday and then totally forgotten it was all last week now, so... I wonder if we can pick up the paper and use that as a... Yeah, I know. Well, Sabina, apparently I've got something to talk to you about, but I don't know what. Have I talked to you about all of these fellas? Yeah. And I've talked to you about all these clues. So I don't know why you're still coming up as someone to talk to unless I can show you something. But apparently I can't. I wonder if I can... Let's go... and give these guys the cheese bread. To be able to get the key. Let's go grab the key now. We know where the key is. We just need to actually follow what's her name, Sabina, to go to the mansion. And we know that she we've already talked to you about everything, haven't we? Yeah. Well, let's go see if we've talked to the priest about everything. Otherwise, I will fast forward the time. We can go grab the umbrella now while we're here as well. Apparently I haven't. Okay. Can I interrogate you? I've already interrogated you about everything. And you don't care about the key, so I'll just leave. It's interesting that he's got a little... I can still talk to him about stuff above his head. And obviously I can't. Maybe I can do... What's the other one? Because I've talked to him about people and clues, alright? Is there another thing? No, it's just those three. Okay. Well, so he'll have to do something at some stage, but let's go over to the bakery because I want to listen in on someone's conversation. And then we'll speed up time. Where's the bakery? Over here. Now, is she on the phone yet? No. Let's speed up time. There we go. Virgilia. Yes, that's me. Time almost doesn't pass for her compared to the portrait found at the pharmacy. Yeah, she looks exactly like the portrait. I'm a private detective and I'm investigating Bearz Cuba's death. I imagine you already heard the news. Did you say detective? I didn't know how I could contribute to this painful matter. Well, if your grief is genuine, I believe the solution of what's behind Bearz's death must be of interest to you. I won't discuss a sensitive matter like this here. I'd rather talk at my residence. Alrighty, well, can I follow you to your residence, or do you want to just stick around for a little bit? There you go. Alrighty. I don't know where your residence is. Are you maybe travel? No. And the midnight club's open now? No. Okay. I should have grabbed an umbrella. I forgot entirely. Did I? Ah, yeah. So she's here talking to the thingy, which I've already listened to. But we can just quickly pull out by time. There, she wanders this way. Here's the first fight, which I've seen before, and then she calls a taxi. These jealous men, I'm just gonna let him beat that guy up because I haven't got really any leads yet. I need to go back to the bakery. Oh, there's the lunatic, right. And have a listen to this conversation. Then she wanders away, is like, yo, I need to go to this place. And then she takes a taxi, right? But we don't exactly know where to. Right, well, let's go quickly grab the... oh no, I've got the umbrella. Alrighty. So... we just need to wait until the bartender shows up for the, It's her. It's Sophia. Oh, I can't believe. Ah, here's Sophia, right. Yeah, let's eavesdrop on this. Diva! Hello, my beloved fans. Time is short, so let's start this meet and greet. Ask me anything. These people have been here for hours waiting for this moment. Sophia really does attract many fans. Good evening, my dear fans. I think people are trying to ask you questions. She looked at me, You are wonderful. Or maybe they're just flattering her. Let's see what she has to say for herself. I have a question. Yeah, so you were the coach. Speak, dear fan. Let's ask about drinks. What's your favorite drink? Oh, mon cher, I'd rather save my voice, but you may all enjoy the Midnight Club's bar tonight. I've heard that the boys prefer their drinks in highball cups. I believe it's because it makes them appear sophisticated. They'll never be as elegant as Sophia, diva. Let's ask about the gifts. What kind of gift do you like? Must be hard to give something for a woman who has everything. True. Aha. Everything is a bit of an exaggeration, but everyone's life is simpler than you think. The truth is, I'm a classic woman. Give me a beautiful flower bouquet, and I might even invite you to see my dressing room. Wink. Oh, can you imagine that? I sure can. Next question. Where are we going to get a flower bouquet from? Let's ask about music. Do you have a favorite song, Sophia? What amazes your remarkable ears? Excellent question. The only singer who truly blessed this cup with her magnificent voice is no longer with us. Oh, that's sad. Oh, what happened to her? Ahaha, she's fine, but she chose to retire and live away from the spotlight. Wonder if that's, Vigilla. Fortunately, we're good friends and I'm thankful for everything she taught me. She's so humble. A diva. Anyway, next question. Can I ask you to be honest? I'm not exactly your fan. Boo, that's not even a question. Who do you think you are to talk to her like that? Mercy, my beloved, but there's no need to attack him. Culture can't always break the barrier of ignorance. You're perfect. That is exactly right. Alrighty, well, let's go back. Can you tell me about this key to the Kubasa Manor? I'm sorry, that's not the kind of thing. Get out of my sight, please. How about this umbrella? It doesn't like it. We need some flowers, obviously. Let's leave. I'll see you inside. Good old Sophia. Now, I need to talk to this banner. What did you say, you weirdo? I've got a an umbrella for you, my good friend. Here you go. Have this and let me in. Now I want to talk to the bartender. A young man. Oh yeah, and this is how we can get into So we need the flowers, right? I wouldn't use a cocktail. Yeah. Now imagine you're free of, well, pineapples and pineapple eyeball. Yeah, I'll discover the favorite drinks of 3 clients and tell me about what you know about the bars from last night. Deal? Deal. Let's see. Let's make a drink. Alrighty, well, I won a highball glass. Woman in their Jupiter Capta drinks. So, cocktail glass. I must have gin, but no lemon. Yeah, so that's the ladies' drink, right? Because there was someone that was like, yo, I like cocktail glasses, but not a cocktail glass that's for the ladies, yeah? So he's like, all ladies like cocktail glasses. The looks good, the untouchable lady. And so this is for the lady, but not for the gentleman. The gentleman likes... well, we need to wait for the lady to come in, apparently. Well, let's, there she is. I bet you're here to give me my drink. I sure am. Let's serve this drink. Delicious. Now it's time to enjoy the remarkable Sophia and rejoice the claps of the inconvenient. I have an idea who they may be. Yes, darling, you know. You even know that it's a he. Now let me enjoy my drink. Sure. Let's make a drink for the confident mister. No, not the young man. So the young man likes highballs with probably whiskey, with the other alcohol, and he probably likes pineapple, because he says he likes pineapple. Let's try this. Alrighty, well, apparently I can't make a drink with unknown animals, so let's try it with rum. See what he likes. We'll see if he enjoys this thing. Hello again, is this my drink? Sure. This is terrible, everyone. This won't do it, this won't do it all. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I still don't know what alcohol you like. You're a mystery, my good friend. No, let's leave. I wonder if there's anyone else that can tell us about drinks. Like you. Can you tell us about drinks? Oh, okay. So he won't tell us about that. Alright, we got Sophia. We got a political poster. What's happening in Helena's cafe right about now? Nothing. Yeah, what do you like about drinks, my good friend? Can I get a coffee? No. Okay. Apparently not. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in. Let me through. That's my office. I don't think there's too much more to look at in here. We could have a look at the window blind. What else can we look at? Maybe we can have... What's in my thingy at the moment? Clues. How do I please a drink that pleases a young man? Ah, yeah, and 157, but we can probably find that out from the barkeep. According... Right. Yeah. We need to have a chat more with Vigilia. So we need to follow Vigilia as well. What's items? Right. What's in the alley at the moment? Anything exciting? I've forgotten what's in here. Right. Nothing in the pharmacy at the moment. Just the Vigilia poster, a bunch of medicine shelves. Let's have a look at those. Just the counter. Let's open the counter. Anything in here? Nah. Okay. Nothing around here. Okay, let's keep investigating. What are you? Aren't you the guy? You are the guy. Well, I could also very quickly. Yeah, I know it's gonna be night soon. I'm gonna go quickly run over to the. Oh no, apparently not. Okay, well that was a bust of a night. Let's follow Virgilia today. Yeah. Second thought, I'm the type of person that gets tired of the same thing every day. Do you have anything new for me? I do not, and I still do not want to ask for a hint. Yeah. Try being nice to them during other times of the day before striking up a conversation. Yes. I knew that. You do not need to tell me. Get us a clear every day. So let's try and figure out where Vigilia is when we're starting out the day. She's not in Helena's cafe, I know that for sure, but let's grab the Eclair while I'm here. And then let's give him this. Oh, wait a minute. I actually wanted to give you the clear. Let me give you the clear now. There we go. To me, an eclair is always an eclair. Alrighty. Let's grab the cheese bread as well. And let's try and figure out where Vigilia is. Oh. She's gonna be in Helena's cafe this time. I promise. No, she's nowhere to be seen. The Midnight Club is closed. We know that she appears in... Maybe she appears from a taxi. We could theoretically talk to Sabina or follow Sabina around. Let's follow Sabina around. She gets in a fight with... Oh no, she goes over to the church right now. Now, in the church, she's gonna have a confession with Padre. We've listened to this one, I think. Yeah, we have. So let me just forward this over. Okay, there she goes. She's out. Let's follow her. Let's grab an umbrella while we're here. Alright, then she goes back. She has a fight with Vigilia, which we've also eavesdropped to, I'm pretty sure. Right here. It's got my witness. Her house is around here somewhere. Can we give her the cheese bread? We already asked her about all of this. Can I show you the cheese umbrella? Do you want this? Brother's Vijaj one more time. So she wants a photo of her brother. Have we seen that somewhere? And then we've got the fight here with Vigilia, which we've already listened to, but let's listen to it again just for posterity. Right. Woman that you become. Right, this is where we find that out. And then she's like, yo, I need to have a chat. I need to go to the mansion. So we'll follow her around. Let's eavesdrop on this again. Yeah. Lazy man made me to meet me at the mansion as he agrees. Yes, exactly. I'm moving there. Good riddance. Right, and then she's like, I need to go off. Lazy man, eh? Yeah, this way. And then she takes the taxi, but we don't know where. So perhaps, when we get... What's his name? Let's have a listen to this while we're here. Which we've already listened to. Oh yeah, this guy looks like, yeah, this guy looks like the, dude. But a zombie. A zombified version of the dude. Can we chat with him? Brass Cloopers. Yeah, especially underpants. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. But can we get a photo of him? Where does the euphoric lunatic go? Because I think that the rum guy doesn't show up till ages later. He just kind of, he gets into this cab. And then he drives away. Can we grab the key now, or now that the beef people are gone, or yeah, we can. But we do have a lead on the another area. We've got a lead on Kubas, on the Kubas Manor. Alrighty, let's give you a umbrella. You also want some cheese bread. Now, is the bouncer? No. Let's forward this until he comes in. There he is, alrighty. So now let's go make him his favorite drink. His favorite drink is a highball whiskey with lemon. Yeah. Because it makes him feel sophisticated, right? Any demands from your district? Yeah, to know your drink. But let's not talk without a drink. Well said, my boy. You haven't forgotten my promise. You know I like my drinks the old-fashioned way. That's how the glass has to be, and with ice. And no rum. I'll leave that to young men and their obtuse palates. These young men, leave it to me, sir. So now we've got all three of their drinks. Let's throw this away. And then let us make the old-fashioned rum with lemon. No, not with rum, with whiskey. That's the classic mayoral. Let's give that to this guy. I sure did, my good friend. Here you go. Have your drink. No, there's nothing like a single malt with a slice of lemon all in this classic glass. Young man, you don't know the good you just did to this people, this city, maybe even the nation. I could get you a post if I knew your name. Tell me, you had some trouble getting into the Midnight Club, didn't you? I sure did, yes. I thought so. Next time I'll tell the bones you are Lobo Neve's protege. We must stick with the pack, eh? Ha ha ha. Won't have any problems getting in again. Okay, so now we've got an easier way to get in without the umbrella. As kind. Kind. Very well, you're dismissed, and vote for Lobo. I certainly will, my good friend. I certainly will. Now let us make another drink. Let's make the ladies drink right now, because we know that's this. Cocktail glass, gin, and Jabita. Looks good. Alrighty, let's give that to the lady. Ah, yes. Okay, so we can just throw that away. And then we can make the dude's drink, which was a highball with rum with pineapple. And this would be his. Yeah, it certainly is, my good friend. Would you look at that? I'm not so easily surprised by exquisite taste, but this is gourmet. It's a shame, heck. I'm, heck, a bit of a lightweight. Yeah. You know, mon ami, heck, I barely know you, heck, but I'm a very nice guy. I would like a reward. I kept my end of the deal, now tell me what you know. Very well, I can assure you one thing, Bearz was here the night before. But I already had evidence of that. And how should I know? A deal is a deal. Come on, out with it, or your slow movement will be the least of your problems. Okay, no need for violence. Bearz ordered a death theory. Oh my god, what? What's a death theory? Thubnail, and it's the name of the drink we used to serve. It was a symbol of hopelessness, casually ordered by people who felt lonely or not lost. Oh, since it was bringing our clients down, we took it off the menu a while ago. So Bearz didn't get this death theory. Not here. The drink was made with absinthe. I don't doubt he went to the pharmacy nearby late at night just to get it. No, we can go get a death theory. Could this be what Bearz is looking for? I hope I could be of help. You certainly were. I need to know where this will take me. I need to make a death theory. So with that, I need to go to the pharmacy and get some absinthe. Potentially. Though I have not got very much time before I faint. So this might be a tomorrow thing. But we can find out what happens. We potentially want to listen to the guy prior. Well, before we faint, I need to... Okay. So I can't just pick up absinthe from the thing. Is there absinthe here? No. Okay. Let's leave. We could talk to the safe as well, but we don't necessarily need to. Let's stand around this guy because we know he's involved in the story somewhat. Is what I say before I faint into the... Yeah. Put on a cheerful face, and it looks like you brought some good news. Well, not really. Or is it that just your usual foolish countenance? It sure is, my good friend. I'm going to the pharmacy. Goodbye. Come on, detective, cheer up. I've always believed in your potential, even if I don't show it sometimes. Sure do, my good friend. Sure do. Well, I've got all the information that I probably need from the bar. Alrighty, let's quickly go. I'm not going to straighten my thing this time around. It will remain crooked. We don't need anything from here. So we probably just want to follow someone around. Now, we've already followed Sabina around. We know what she does. Who else? The pharmacy. The pharmacist. Let's have a look at him. I forgot entirely what I was doing just moments after I decided to do it. I need to talk to this guy. Oh! Have we eavesdropped? Well, apparently we have, yeah. Yeah, the doctor, right. And, he's like, yeah, I need a smaller delivery tonight because, you suck. I'm using an experimental drug. Yep. We had a deal, didn't we? As a businessman, you must know that competition straight into the economy, thus the free market. I'll be back tonight to get my order, as usual. You should improve your sunlight intake. Your lack of vitamin D is perceptible. We have a wing in my institution for those who are vitamin D phobics. And if you can't improve, I'll have to take new measures. See you soon. Right. And I'll talk to Crispin about the absinthe. Clues, can you tell me about absinthe, my good friend? Came to my attention that may justify why Bearz was found near your establishment. Gulp, really? Someone told me he was looking for absinthe, the base ingredient for a cocktail called diphtheria. My boy, for a moment I thought you'd say something that could bring me some kind of worry. But after this nonsense, considering fairies and cocktails, I'm revealed because it's one of the most absurd things I've ever had. Really. We're not in the XIX century, 14th? There we go. Absinthe hasn't been consumed as a medicine for a while, lad. And I doubt someone like Bearz wouldn't know about it. But then what would be the reason for him to die right at the alley close to your pharmacy? I don't doubt Bearz traded his own death to harm someone. Perhaps to harm me. We've got a new little thing. Harm. For what reason? New statement. Why, lad, who knows what goes on these people's minds? Who can prove that Bearz isn't hiding somewhere right now laughing all about this? Fair enough. Oh. We just immediately fainted. Dear detective, to what oh yes, you're surprised to have been summoned here so abruptly. I am. Well, I've had enough of these pointless accusations, especially from such narrow-minded people. I see you decided to bother Crispin this time. I always do, my friend. I always do. Not that I mind. Crispin deserves every bit of trouble that comes his way. What did you talk about? The diphtheria. What an inappropriate subject. What does Crispin have to do with it? Ah, you connected him to the absinthe. But detective, we all know it hasn't been used as a medication in a long time. Do you know what century we're in? About the diphtheria, yes, I indeed asked about it to the bartender, but I was only curious. After all, I was more than satisfied with what I got there. But what did Crispin say? Something incriminating, I hope. I don't doubt Bearz stated his death to harm someone, perhaps to harm me. Really? What a nice hypothesis Crispin has, don't you agree? You don't even consider this possibility? Some investigator you are. Well, I should have done that. It would serve him right, but you didn't. Who, if they could, wouldn't go out of their way just to ruin that greedy old man by faking his own death? Christian's death. However, we did not. Don't believe the words of a mere merchant of perfuming children's cream, am I clear? Don't listen to this conspiracy. He must be trying to cover up his involvement in my demise. Certainly. Having said all that, you're right in being suspicious. Well, it seems I have some explaining to do. Certainly do. Detective, you must have so many questions. I do. For instance, I still haven't explained how I managed to send you the letter inviting you to solve my case. You did it prior, right? Forget my sister's absurd hypothesis. Was Bearz saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? It's simpler than it seems. As a well-prepared man, I made sure everything was in place for you to receive a letter in case anything happened to me. You've probably noticed that I have some adversaries in the city. They're capable of anything to tarnish my reputation. Like Padre Cabal, who decided to believe this absurd. It's possible that this is a plan designed by Bearz. He must be gaining something from it. What I can't wrap my head around is how someone from the clergy could think that. I mean, what do I gain from it? Being stuck in limbo, endlessly asking who committed this crime? Alas, we can't ignore Crispin, who would obviously try to frame me for my own death. I don't doubt Bearz staged his own death to harm someone, perhaps to harm me. Did you see, Detective, the kind of people that surrounded me? I certainly do. There's and other defamers are scattered around. Any of them could be responsible for my demise, and they must be investigated to the very end. My life is over, and this is where I'll be in this chair, at least until the end of this investigation. And so this truth hits you. Let me tell you loud and clear. Bearz Cubis is dead and waiting for his case to be solved so he can rest in peace. So stuck in limbo. He's a ghost. And we've got that statement from him now. Can we see... Okay, this is the alleyway. I know that for certain. What's that trying to tell us, though? I'm sorry if I seem less patient than usual, Detective. You certainly do. I want to make sure the message would reach his intended recipient. Bearz is dead. He's dead. Only solving this mystery will bring peace to both you and me. So now that we know that Bearz is dead, can we talk to people? Bearz, I must congratulate you. We're having a conversation like this because you've successfully concluded your first test. Only the first. You've arrived at the end of the story, and there are many more going forward. Continue investigation. By bringing me more statements, you advance and solve more plots. Unraveling the mysteries surrounding the people in my life is the only way to discover who my true assassin was. That being said, the progress you made in this investigation by discovering the profiles of Vigilia and Quintus allows you to go to Noble's Park. I believe we will find more answers there. Right, Noble's Park. We can actually go there. I wonder whether this is the where the Bearz residence is. Well, I'll be here waiting for you. After all, as you well know, I'm dead, very much so. Where else would I go to? Well, fair enough, my good friend. Fair enough. Shall we go immediately to Noble's Park, or shall we go grab the key first? Well, let's get to Noble's Park. Noble's Park, yeah. Sounds good. I want to see what's actually here first. Dog. Alright. So we need something to placate that dog. Shall we try to open this door? Knock on the door? Nobody's answering. So we don't know whether this is Bearz Kubus's place or not. There's 122, which was the number on... No, 157 was the number on there. Go and knock on this door. Nobody's answering. Let's try to open. Alrighty. So we've got these. We've got the bread. I mean the dog. So we could get bread for the dog, I suppose. Let's go back to downtown. Let's go grab the key very quickly. So to grab the key, I need to go to the bakery first. Grab the cheese bread. Don't really need the eclair. So I'll just grab this for now. But maybe I will grab the eclair just for the doggy, you know. But the dog is allergic to chocolate, so this will probably kill it. But that might make my, no, I would like to keep that clear for now. I bought it fair and square with Bearz Kubus's money. And he will, pay it off once this day is over. I'm sure. Now guys, give me the key. Bearz Kubus will materialize in front of you. And let me sneak in. Alrighty. So I can see the key. Done. We'll run over to Noble's. Where's the closest taxi? Probably this way. Nope. They're both equally far away. Let's go back to Noble's. Let's try and give this dog... Oh, the dog's gone now. Try to open it with the key. Nope. Is this it, potentially? Scented flowers. Ah, yes. I know. What do you use those for? Can I try to open this with the Kubus's key? That didn't work. Can I knock on this door, perhaps? No. Well, let's try and knock on the... Oh, there's Vigilia's house. Alrighty. But she's gone out to town. Okay, so that's Vigilia. This is... Oops. So many unopened letters. Let's have a look. Sao Paulo and the Amazonia. Spam, as they say. Can we open up this door? Oh no, we've already tried. But can we knock on it? Does anyone answer? Yes, I'm looking for Sabina Quincus Borders. Yes, who are you? I'm a private detective. Could you let him know I'm here, please? I need to see him. Are you sure you're looking for Quintus Bulba? Definitely. Mr. Bulba is a key. Please to help clarify some details in my investigation. My goodness, but how? Well, wait a moment. I'll call him. Okay. Yes, Quintus. He's the guy that looks kind of like Thingamajig. Can I grab this flower pot? Made a mistake in storing this wooden spoon. Dog book. Nothing is more attractive than an open book. Don't get any closer, please. What are you reading? Forgive me if I sound rude, but there's a Bible of Humanitism. Alright, this is the Humanitism guy. Bible, huh? This could be interesting, useful for my investigation. Let's see. Now we can talk to people about Humanitism. Wait, all the pages are blank. But maybe they're like invisible ink. Are you the one who's looking for Quintus Bulba? I am. That's me. I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Bulba, by a knee. Mr. Bulba, ha ha ha, you're funny. This is Quintus Bulba. Look. Woof. I don't think you'd expect someone with fleas and 4 paws. I'm very confused. The pharmacist told me Quintus Bulba lived around here. But I didn't think he meant the dog. Who are you, sir? Rudu Bial, at your service. I'm Quintus's guardian. Oh. Guardian? You've got a very nice beard, Rudu Bial. And is there a human Quintus Bulba? There was one, but he's no longer with us. So does the dog care for the secret? This Quintus knows everything that belonged to Mr. Quintus. His money, name, his talent to get in trouble with some fleas and me. How are you, sir? I'm a detective. I'm here because I'm investigating an offence. My god, an offence? I hope Quintus hasn't eaten all the neighbour's flowers again. Ah, so he's the neighbour's flowers. I'm afraid it's a more serious offence. I'm investigating Bearz Cubus's death. His body was found in an alley early this morning. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Please have a seat. Would you care for a cup of coffee, some water? I guess I'll need some water. I take a deep breath, Mr. Rubeo. Puff, puff. He's gonna faint. I'm fine. I'll answer whatever questions you ask me. I stick to the law and have nothing to hide. Alrighty, I'll interrogate you, my good friend. What do you know about Bearz Cubus? Were you friends? I met Mr. Cubus through Mr. Bulba. They've been acquainted for years and they've recently gone closer thanks to humanism. I must say that I wasn't the most devoted follower of this philosophy. Even though I tried to keep up with the debates, there was something I couldn't make head or tail of. After Mr. Bulba left, Mr. Cubus and I became business partners. Sadly, it didn't go well and didn't last long. That's bizarre. I had the feeling I saw Mr. Cubus last night, but it might have only been a dream. I still can't believe Mr. Cubus is dead. What is this so-called humanitism? Can you tell me about that? Humanitism meant everything to Mr. Bulba. He said it was more than a philosophy. It was the philosophy. Right. And what was so special about such philosophy? I'm sorry, officer, but I'm unsuited to introduce you to it. I hardly completed the first stage. I don't want to be introduced into anything. I just wonder what it's all about. I've never really figured out how humanism worked. It's a pity the last humanita has died. Bearz Cubus, I assume. Bearz would take the knowledge of the humanist to his grave. Tell me about your business with Bearz Cubus. There's water in the ridge now. I'd rather not talk about it. We could use the lemon from the bar to do some invisible ink sleuthing. You know what these non-divergence agreements are like? Non-disclosure. Yeah. Exactly. But Mr. Cubus was relentless, so he started a more successful business with someone else. What's this new business Mr. Cubus started? I haven't got a clue. How did you find out Mr. Cubus was already setting up a new business? Easy, his business partner is a friend of mine. Who is this business partner? That makes things much easier, so please tell me who your friend is and how I can find him. Well, I haven't got a clue. Wait, you don't know who your friend is? Come on, I know that. Ha ha ha. His name is Chris Straw. Chris Straw, eh? Is he a foreigner? Finding him is the hardest part. I don't know where he lives nor where he works. Funny how the standards for friendships keep getting lower. Truth is, Chris has done a lot for me. These details are relevant in our relationship. So what is Chris? But you can ask around. If you're any good, you'll find it out in the snap of the finger. Alright, can I change the subject? Can you tell me about yourself, my good friend? Should we tell some more about you? I'm intrigued by your story, Rubeo. There's not much to be said, officer. I used to be unlucky. One day there was a stroke of luck and I met Mr. Borba. Luck, I see. Besides, my life is dull. I'm home most of the time and I have nothing to boast of. Speaking of luck, how did you become Quintus's guardian? The dog, I mean. Like I said, I missed Mr. Borba by chance, and even though we have nothing in common, he took me as his mentor. When he saw me, I'll never know. Do you mean mentee? That's right, mentee. He told me his philosophy, and I was supposed to look after his dog in return. Mr. Borba is gone, but he left me this flea-ridden dog. As I was his tutor, now I'm also in charge of managing his inheritance. You really hit the jackpot. I'm not used to having so much money. It's way more cumbersome than I'd anticipated. Quintus Borga was a great man. He taught me a lot about life and its crazy ways. It seems like your friendship lasted until the end. He was a different man for the others who live here, officer. Most of the times I didn't grasp much of his lessons, but I know they all came from his heart. Right, you didn't go out much. Where were you last night? I was in my house, I mean in Quintus's house. Quintus the dog. I went to bed earlier and I must have overeaten because I had a totally crazy dream. Tell me about this dream. A dream, really? Okay. Can anyone witness that you were home? Why, of course, Quintus. We're joined at the hip. He never leaves my side, right, Quintus? Where were we last night? Woof, woof, woof. I told you, officer. Quintus said we were here. Thank you, Quintus, but I guess I'll look for a second witness. Great. Am I one of those people that talks to dogs now? Hopefully not. Well, after talking to a safe, nothing surprises me anymore. Yeah, can we talk to the dog using the drugs? I don't think we can leave when we've taken the drugs. Chris Schroer. Do you know Chris Schroer? What can you tell me about him? Yes, I know him. He's a friend of mine. I don't know how I'd feel about talking behind the back of someone so close. I wouldn't like to say anything to his disadvantage, you know. Who doesn't regret doing something to a friend? Chris has been a big help and has given me lots of financial advice. I don't know how I would have managed this whole heritage thing without him. Really? Tell me about this side of his personality. He has a good nose for business, better than Quintus does for food. But I don't really know what he does from A to Z. It's a feeling we get when we don't know much about something, right? That we can't make head or tail of a business. Any piece of knowledge seems like a great mystery. Right, what can you tell me about Quintus Borba? Can you tell me about Quintus Borba? Yes, I owe him all that I've got, even though I've never asked him for anything. Mr. Borba was a great master. Everyone stopped to listen when he was talking. He knew how to capture people's attention. However, conflicting as opinions could be, seems that people were not very fond of Quintus. I believe so. He didn't mince his words. Oh no, he said whatever he liked very easily. There's something my other people would feel grumpy about. That was Mr. Borba. You know a pharmacist named Crispin who works downtown, don't you? Maybe Quintus told him some of these easily said words? Well, I know him. Why? What did he say? Woof woof grrr. That's right, Quintus. Crispin was not happy to say his name out loud. He said harsh words about late Quintus and his philosophy. What does he know about Mr. Borba? Crispin was such a gossip. That's why Bearz broke up their partnership. Oh really? If I were you, I'd be suspicious of what he says. I will, Mr. Rubeo. Don't worry. Thank you for your answers. They'll be very useful in my investigation. Well, officer, it's getting late. Could you come back tomorrow? I certainly can. I certainly can, my good friend. Let me have a look if I can chat with, what's her name? Knock on door. Virgilia. No, she's not here at the moment, okay. So she must still be in town having an argue. At 3 PM though. Is this potentially the Cubas's estate? It worked, let's get in. Heck yeah. So there's a photo of him. Let's take this while we're here. Because that will make her happy, right? I'll never understand what the high society appreciates this kind of art. A scratch gramophone, eh? It's a beautiful gramophone, just like the cat scratches. It seems well preserved. What was he listening to? Ah, he was listening to... It's a recording by the mysterious diva. I wonder. Strange that the record that should be in the sleeve is nowhere around here. Interesting. Anything upstairs? No, we can't even look up there. What's in this fancy box, perhaps? Seems that my client likes cigars. Were they Cuban? Ah, interesting. Well, we do know that eventually, what's her name comes around here as well. What house is this? Let's knock on this door. Hello? Hello, who are you? You are Sabina Kibas, are you? Are you Sabina Kibas? No, sir. Alright, what about Chris Draw? Are you perhaps Padre Cabal? Are you perhaps Crispin? Are you perhaps Princess Boba, even though we know that he's dead? Are you perhaps Virgilia Mendes, even though we know where she lives? Are you perhaps Bras Cubas yourself? Or are you Rubael? Right. Well, that's everyone. Well, let's quickly wander over and see where the thingamajig's back here. Because now it's 5. So she might be at home. Hello, are you looking for someone? I certainly am. I'm looking for Virgilia Mendes. I'm a detective. To what do I owe the honor, Mr. Detective? It's about Bras Cubas' death. Oh, sure, come in. Oh, detective. Yes, I would like to talk to you. Can I have a look at this first? Knitting, embroidery, cross-stitch, the kind of cast that keeps my mind occupied and worries at bay. And is this a photo of Bras? This marble looks expensive, and so do the objects on top of it. Is this, I'll never understand why these families choose to have a fireplace in such a hot city as Rio. That looks like the mayor, doesn't it? What's his name? Neves, yeah. Welcome to the Neves Manor. How can I help you? Go straight to the point. Hello, Miss Neves. I have some questions for you. I see. Can I interrogate you about Bras Cubas? Deceased Mr. Cubas seems to be someone important. Could you tell me more about him? Bras was an old and very close friend. I'll feel his loss forever. You seem to be very saddened by that loss. How close were you? Why, we were close and that's all. I don't see what you mean by this conversation. Don't worry, ma'am. Inquiring is part of my routine. Let's proceed. It would be good. Tell me about Sabina Cubas. I know that you do not like her. Sabina is such a complicated person, a huge gold digger, only thinks about social status and the Cubas' fortune. Besides, she needs to practice more the forgiving she preaches so much. What do you mean? Oh, whatever, there's no reason to be ingenuous about this, detective. If you search well, you'll find rather strange donations to the church. Her interests have always surpassed religion. Interesting, yes. Are you telling me to sift through the church's donations? I would never say something like that, Mr. Detective, but I think it's your job to investigate, right? Sure thing. I haven't got a key for the donation box yet, though. Tell me about yourself, Virgilia. Tell me whatever you want. There's nothing to tell. I have a good life, a good husband, and good friends, though few. Now my friend group is even smaller. But Brass Drift. Sorry for going off track. You don't have to apologize, it's perfectly understandable. Thank you, Detective, and I appreciate if you could be discreet about this, including in conversations with my husband. Of course, Miss Neves, you can count on my discretion. I've talked to your husband many times, and he's not even a suspect, so... You know your neighborhood well. I'm very curious about one of your neighbors in particular. I tend to be very reserved with my life and that of those around me. Well, who exactly piqued your curiosity? Your neighbor, Mr. Rubail. Do you know him? Only from afar, and there's nothing that makes me want to change that anytime soon. Why not? He seems like a nice guy. Is it just me, or does this sound rather rude, Miss Neves? Rude? Of course not. Rude will be allow my mutt to wander his garden, crush the grass, eat the plants, and leave gifts around. This only shows the rudeness and lack of manners of your friend, Mr. Detective. I believe he still has much to learn, or Lobo will have to take care of it. Oh boy, Robio. And finally, tell me about Crispin. I had the pleasure of meeting your cousin, Mr. Crispin. Oh, Crispin is a formidable person, and it seems like I haven't seen him in centuries. I'll schedule a lunch soon. Curious, I could have sworn I heard him say you had met just yesterday. He said that, huh? Why would Crispin lie about his whereabouts on the previous night? No, I'm sure you must be mistaken. The investigation is confusing your head. Certainly not. He lied. I think it's Crispin who is confusing me. Are you sure that he wasn't here? Can I confirm that with someone? Why, Mr. Detective, I think you'll accuse me of being a liar. But in any way, you can ask around the neighborhood if it's seen around here last night or even insist with him. I'll do this, Madam Virgilia. I'll do this. What are your relationship between Crispin and Bearz? Was there any closeness like with you? I don't think it's very likely. I mean, Crispin was always orbiting Bearz, just like he's orbiting anyone who can give him any profit opportunities. So Mr. Crispin knew the Kubas family and had a legitimate financial interest in partnerships. Detective, I've coexisted with powerful people since I was born. I can recognize where people get closer for personal interests. And it's alright, it's part of how things work around here. Crispin had his interest just like everybody else. Crispin seems to hide something. Your cousin wouldn't have any reason to hide information from me, would he? Beyond the invoices he keeps in his precious safe, I'm afraid his motives are no different from those of any other person. This city is big and dangerous, Detective. Hiding things is just a way of protecting oneself. You're not trying to turn away my attention from my investigation, are you? Quite the opposite. I want you to find your way and solve the case. Well, we've got plenty of evidence now. Husband's here. Virgilia, we're going to the Midnight Club. I need to put in an appearance and... Ahem, and you, what are you doing here, young man? I just came all over your wife. Never mind. Maybe it's better for us both if we're not told about it. So, Virgilia? I'm not going anywhere. I'm exhausted today. Exhausted? But I'm the Secretary of State. What will people say? I don't care. Now go so you won't be late. What to say, Virgilia Nevers? Wait and see. Right. Detective, could you please leave? After what you've just witnessed, I think it's only right that you go your own way. Who is this? That you just met my husband, Lupa Nevers. If he knew you'd here to talk about Bearz, he'd be furious. Really? Why? Let's say they were unmatched rivals at school, in politics, and sports, and in love as well. You were Bearz's girlfriend in the past, so I heard. Well, whatever. Yes, in love too. And that's all I'll ever say. So now we can talk to Lupa. We'll see tomorrow. Now I'd rather have you out of my sight. Leave, Detective. I certainly will leave, but I will not go very far, my good friend. I'm off to see these people. Go on, just open the door. Be careful not to attract too much attention. Just imagine the society of a high society lady is seen breaking into a house. If only I'd found that key. Relax, there's only that weird looking guy in our way. Heaven forbid, hurry, get this over with. That's it, full service. You finally proved yourself useful. Let me through, I want to get in. And that's how she thanks me. Well, we can certainly follow her inside the Kubas's manor. Let's open it with a key. Now wait, let's get in. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? Please help. Oh damn. Don't you know that I'm the reporter? Didn't I see you? Well, I didn't actually see you earlier, did I? I lost both the key and the... Hello, Detective. How's the investigation going? Sneaking off dark alley, listening behind doors? We need progress. Do you think this is a joke or a game? You won't be completely wrong, but we've already heard that conversation from you, my good friend. Let's talk about Sabina. Rovaging about my sister's life would be very enjoyable, I can't lie. We're bound by blood, but that doesn't mean we knew everything about each other. After all, siblings have their own secrets. And we started this investigation with an accusation from Virgilia. I'm not even a little surprised. Virgilia and Sabina have despised each other for as long as I can remember. Sabina, as a Kubas, never had much trouble lowering herself, but this is the first time I've seen Virgilia making a direct attack. What did she say? Her interests have always surpassed religion. Wow, get the kids out of the room. A truly intriguing insinuation. Plus, Virgilia mentions mysterious donations, which certainly pique an inquisitive mind. What trick was Sabina trying to pull? That's where you come in, my dear detective. This donation to the church will certainly reveal Sabina's true intention to us. After all, even though Sabina is my little sister, we can't rule her out as a potential subject in my murder. What motives could she have to want me dead? Could her relationship with the priest have something to do with it? Let's see. Can we talk to you about Crispin as well? So you have news about a harmless Crispin, or perhaps not so harmless after all. He lied. Virgilia, what did you reveal about her esteemed cousin? He lied. This information is contradictory. Kirsten claims to have visited his cousin and casually insisted she hasn't seen him in quite a while. Seems to me that unbeknownst to her, Virgilia exposed the fact that Crispin lied. Why would Crispin lie about his whereabouts on the previous night? Well, Crispin never did inspire much trust in me. Behind its facade of a quiet apothecary lies a compulsive liar who spreads harmful rumors faster than the flu. It's exactly the type of thing we must uncover, what this opportunist is trying to hide from our investigation. If Crispin thought he could escape our infallible protection, he was gravely mistaken. Isn't that right, detective? Something tells me that this lie is the thread we need to follow in order to continue unraveling the truth, and we sure will, my good friend, we sure will. Let me chat with you yourself though first. One musing on death, what did a lie? As if we had not already drunk to the very last drop, or the foolishness human ingenuity could get out on the subject. End of life, release of the soul, natural event. Oh, enough. Death, my dear fellow, is in short nature's finest death, and we, the fools, as unwilling protagonists. But do not despair, my astute detective, for here I am, posthumously, to unveil this grand arcane for you. It's very Shakespearean. After all, who better than a corpse to discourse on the twilight of existence, wouldn't you agree? Sure. And who knows, amidst this investigation from beyond the grave, might I not stumble upon the secret of eternal life? If so, I promise you I shall make a point of confiding it to you. But do not get your hopes up. The odds, my dear fellow, are as pitiful as the relevance of a life already invented. Well, my good friend, we're about to go back out into the world to see what we can to see. And more importantly, speak to some people. Let's go quickly have a chat with the mayor, Lobo Neves. Let's give him his eclair so that he would actually talk to me. There we go. Perfect. Now let's give this to Lobo. Oh my god. Yeah, you have this. Well, actually, I do want to talk to you, Lobo. The hurdle talking to you is notable, Mr. Lobo. Care to exchange a few words? Oh, come now, I'm a man of the people, for the people, with the people. I'm Lobo Neves, the Secretary of State that Rio de Janeiro needs. You'll navigate through troubled waters, it's true, but with me at the helm, even the fiercest storm trembles. And who might you be, young man? This is where you introduce yourself, dear voter. There's no need to be shy. I'm a detective. I'm looking into Bearz Kubas's death. It has come to my attention that you and he were notorious rivals. May I ask you a few questions? Oh, yes, of course. I'm glad that such a serious case is being investigated. After all, the safety of one is the safety of all. Alright, let's interrogate you about Bearz Kubas. What do you know? Mr. Lobo Neves, what can you tell me about Bearz Kubas? I gather that you and he, two prominent figures of Rio, must have crossed paths on occasion. Surely, with Bearz gone, Rio de Janeiro has undoubtedly lost one of its best men, noblemen even. I'll deny that in life, Kubas was something of a rival to me, but in politics, dear voter, we mustn't take those disputes personally. There were many, weren't there? I actually considered Bearz a friend until, let's just say, he had a knack for pushing limits right off the edge. This might be the reason why his life ended so tragically. Tell me more about the rivalry between the two of you. It was a healthy rivalry, much like the kind great men have when deep down all they want is the best for their city and their country. I'll miss defeating him even though he played dirty. Tell me about these limits that Bearz pushed him off the edge. Tell me about playing dirty. Did he cross any lines with you, perhaps? The fact that he crossed the line with me didn't set off any reprisals, but I can stay the same about certain outraged people who are delighted with his passing. Who are you referring to, Mr. Neves? Are you insinuating that the strike movement is directly involved with Bearz's death? Me? Insinuating? I don't insinuate, I say what must be said. Lobo Neves is the politician of clear words. However, maybe you should investigate the movement. They might have crossed other lines in their uprising, not just mine. Will do, Mr. Neves. Thank you for the chip. No, thank you, Voda. Can I chat with people about the strike movement now? Or do I need a reinvestigate poster? Tell me about yourself, Mr. Lobo. Who is Lobo Neves? Secretary of State, a very busy man, and what else? What else is there to know? If you don't know me, it's because you don't vote for me, young man. Regret doesn't delay, boy. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. I wish I could. I can do everything today. Do you have another question? My time is short. I have somewhere else to be. Can you tell me about your wife, Virgilia? You can tell me about Virgilia, Neves. I can tell you many things, dear Boda, but I'll stick with the essential. Virgilia is a formidable person. Allow me to say she's the perfect partner for my political goals. Character above any suspicion, really. Political goals? What does Virgilia have to do with them? Virgilia comes from a family of both politicians and powerful men. She's always aspired to be of high status in our society, and she understands the sacrifices one must make to attain it. What do you mean above any suspicion? What suspicions are we talking about here? She's a person beyond any suspicion, that's all. I mean, she's trustworthy. There's no reason to suspect or doubt her, is there? What? Not necessarily. Tell me about Crispin. Any information might be of help, even though it seems trivial. Crispin? Who the hell is? Oh, Crispin, my last cousin, of course. We may be family, but we're not close. You know how it is, right? I certainly do. How is it? Let's say Crispin's prison doesn't inspire much luck. And what about Princess Bulba? As part of my investigation, I'd like you to ask you about Mr. Bulba. Mr. Lobo? I believe you know who I'm referring to. Yes, I do, but only by name. Although I have many connections, I never had the honor or the misfortune of knowing him personally. Misfortune? Why would that be a misfortune? Look, it's not that I'm a superstitious man or anything. Lobo Neves is first and foremost a man of reason. But I'm under the impression he didn't bring the best of luck to those who were his friends. Finally, tell me about this bloodstained handkerchief. Mr. Secretary, a handkerchief was found in the same place as Bearz Kubis's body. It had the initials NA embroidered on it. Do they mean anything to you? I'd love to help, young man, but this matter is outside my purview. My time is very valuable, as you know. I certainly do. Maybe you should look for the Secretary for Cloths and Manufacturing. He might be able to help you out. Very funny, my good friend. Alrighty. Can I show you? No. Okay. So we've got a lot of information from him, but nothing really special. Let's go have a chat with Thingamajig just to introduce myself to her. I might ask her about Quintus's lying as well. And about, do you know? No, she does not know Lobo. Okay, so she's got nothing to do there. Alrighty. Well, let's go ask Thingamajig about his lying. Quintus, can you tell me about the fact that you're clearly lying? Mr. Crispin, let me ask you something. It'll help in my investigation. Were you in your establishment last night? That's for your investigation, huh? My boy, I'm sorry to tell you, but I was visiting my cousin Virgilia, so I can't help you much with your investigation. Don't feel sorry, Mr. Crispin. You're helping me. Oh, you are indeed. Am I? Yes, you are. You've just lost your alibi, for I know you're lying when you say you were visiting your cousin. Why, lad, how dare you say I'm a liar? Mr. Crispin, there's no need to get riled up, please. After all, your cousin Virgilia herself denied that this meeting took place. She said that, really? Oh, Virgilia. Even though she's such a delicate person, she knows how to defend herself or attack if necessary. Is that all you have to say? Won't you tell me where you really were last night? I am a fan of swimming. I'm in the high ocean at night. Yeah. Swimming in the high ocean at night. As you can see, I'm not one for sunbathing. Mr. Crispin, all these lies don't favour your defence. When I find out the truth, you might get in trouble. This reminds me that I have a very important appointment later on. Oh, a hidden key. I can't leave this key here. Alright, tell me about Lobo Neves. Mr. Lobo Neves, Crispin. Lobo, the politician? I try not to get involved with politics, my boy. Such subjects interfere with my dedication to my business. Besides, the subject of the public knife is too confusing when compared to the certainties of chemical formulas. What about Rubail? Mr. Crispin, tell me about Rubail. What can you tell me about him? Rubail is certainly one thing or another. Rubail is a loyal customer. I've been making his medicines for a while now. I'm sad about his condition, but very happy to be able to help contribute to his health. Condition? What condition? Sorry, lad, but due to professional confidentiality, I can't reveal my customer's conditions. It's funny seeing the late Quintus's fortune reaching my pockets through him. Haha. Alrighty. I've got nothing else to talk to him about. What about if I leave? There was something that I could talk to him about to be able to get back stage. It was oh, they're clear, right? Yeah. Let's quickly go back to Nobel's Park. And let's go have a chat with good old... Yes, I'm looking for you, Rubail. I need to ask you more questions. Let's quickly do that. Okay. Can I interrogate you more about Crispin, perhaps? Could we talk about Mr. Crispin, the pharmacist? You have anything to say about him? About Mr. Crispin? Definitely. I'm a regular customer of his, of course I know him. And how would you describe him? He's a gentleman that is very knowledgeable about medicines. He's a little anxious, I'd say, and a gossip. Be careful about what you tell him, officer. Grrr, woof woof. I see that Quintus thinks so too. Not sure if he's like that only when he's with us, officer. He doesn't seem to like the humanities much. Oh, I don't know why. That's fine, Mr. Rubail. Thank you for sharing this information. Can I ask you about, potentially, the Bible of Humanism? Mr. Rubail, please tell me why the pages in the Humanities Bible are all blank. I guess Mr. Bulber could never make a dedication about how to start the book. Decision even. He justified that by arguing that his words were stronger when he said them out loud. What is humanism all about, Mr. Rubail? It's Mr. Bulber's philosophy. It's about a victor and their spoils or their potatoes or sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, literally or metaphorically? I don't know, officer, but I like potatoes. So do I, my good friends, so do I. Crispin lied. Mr. Rubail, I bet you can help me with an issue since you live in this neighborhood. Of course, officer. I'll answer any questions to help you protect our neighborhood. Have you seen Mr. Crispin, the pharmacist, walk down the street last night toward the property next door? Have I seen him? Of course not. The street is deserted at night, even though... Did you remember something, Mr. Thubnail? Actually, I don't remember much about last night. My memories are somewhat hazy, but I remember being downtown and walking past someone. Oh my goodness, Mr. Bulber appeared to me last night. But isn't Quintus dead? Well, it was a dream, but a very vivid dream. Or maybe Quintus's ghost? Okay, so he saw Quintus's ghost. That was all I needed, another ghost to haunt me. Just checking, did this apparition appear last night? Yes, as much as I can remember, maybe only the hallucinations of a lonely man. Or maybe a clue you can use, officer. Maybe both. Don't worry about that, every statement counts, even those from unlikely visions. Can you tell me about the ghost of Quintus? Your statement with the ghost of your former boss is actually something out of this world. Could you tell me a little bit more about Quintus's apparition? Of course, even though maybe you shouldn't trust the vision of a man hurt by fate like me. Princess was my master for many years, and maybe his apparition is just a daydream of my tired mind. But I've seen him. Could it be true? I mean, could Princess actually be alive? In investigations like the one I carry out, you assume that anything can happen, literally. Well. Well, officer, it's getting late. Could you come back tomorrow? I certainly could. I'll see you tomorrow, my good friend. I've been kicked out once again of his house, but we can go talk to Virgilia now. Actually, no, she's not here. That's right, I remember. And there's one first play prize. Let's wait till Virgilia gets home. And no, there she is. Alrighty. Virgilia, can I get in? Yes, thank you. Oh, detective. I would like to talk to you, my good friend, about Lobo. What do you have to say about your husband, my good friend? The powerful Lobo Neves, beyond what everyone already knows. I doubt Mrs. Neves doesn't have something only she knows. If he and Bearz had a good friendship, for example. This is a rather delicate subject. Don't worry, I have all the time in the world. Choose your words as much as you want. Oh, whatever, I'll say what I know. It's not like this information is a secret. They've been friends, or at least were friends, for half the time they've known each other. At the same time, they were always competing, be it in politics or even in love. Yes, before you ask, Bearz and Lobo competed for my hand. It seems that Lobo Neves has a big advantage. Don't be blinded by the obvious. Besides, it was my choice. Predictability is an important factor when you're going to marry someone, especially in politics, and he's more predictable than... I see, for the little I know, Bearz was the opposite of predictable. Oh, he was. There was a rivalry between Lupa and Bearz then. Tell me more about this. I don't like using that term. They just have the same competing interests. I think rivals fit this description better. Good game, by the way. Watch my playthrough of it. However, it might be the subtlety of the subject that is making me want to minimize things. Oh, don't say that. We can talk briefly about the rivalry if you're so interested. So tell me how far this dispute between the two bigwigs from Rio de Janeiro has come. What's the worst that has happened until today? In these scandals, I could mention the ridiculous things Bearz said in the distinct newspaper The Buzz. The wolf who's afraid of the number 13, a prominent figure of our city who is a wolf in sheep clothing to many, even though I was never fooled by them, has a unique phobia, the fear of the number 13. Unlike other creatures who like to come out on days where this number is paired to the last weekday, this important member of a society prefers to hide. They refuse high positions in our provincial administration and avoid closing deals on the 13th of any month. What kind of raid calls itself the Buzz? Interesting. Did Bearz offend him? Is this something that could have influenced Lobo to seek some sort of revenge? Powerful men like my husband know how to efficiently end disputes. In fact, I believe this matter has always been resolved, like great gentlemen solve things through lawyers. Where can I find Lobo Neves? He must have a busy schedule. If you consider Bearz's schedule to be just drinking whiskey and smoking cigars with your allies, then yes. But unfortunately, I wouldn't know where he's doing this. After all, my husband is a man surrounded by allies. Right, okay. Well, we know he goes to the Midnight Club later, but we don't know exactly where he goes after, you know, we have a chat with him. Tell me about the portrait. Miss Neves, how do you feel about the portrait Crispin displays at his pharmacy? Is you in it, correct? Yes, detective, it's me. It's an old portrait, but I remember it as if it was taken yesterday. Things were simpler in the past. My life was simpler. Why does it look like you're so close as cousins? Today, my life is so complicated. I mean, our lives, right? Absolutely. We're all reliving the same day. A letter from Bearz to the detective. You're the last person I need to talk to about this, right? Miss Neves? Do you believe it? When the subject is Bearz, I can believe in anything. Even more so in his letters. I know all about Bearz. Bearz's correspondence is a great power, especially the destructive kind. Doesn't surprise me at all that it keeps sending letters from the afterlife. What about the blood-stained handkerchief? Can you tell me anything about that? My intuition may have found it at some point, but this case's solution may be close, Mr. Bearz. What makes you think that, detective? This sad blistering handkerchief found next to Bearz's body. You said handkerchief? Yes, do you have anything to say about this by any chance? Just to move on with your life, detective. Miss Bearz? This story already ended up enough lies. Don't you create new tragedies? In reality, I tend to arrive after they happen and I go until the end to find out the motivation. Can you... So we've talked about everyone to everything now. Tell me about the termination contract. I could put my eyes on the document that registers the termination of your cousin Brass Kubus's businesses. Something to comment about this dissolution? If you've already seen the document, detective, I probably can't say anything that you don't already know. Bearz was a man of strong convictions, and Crispin is a stubborn old man. Actually, I'm surprised that his venture lasted long enough for documents to be written. And we've listened to this argument. We get kicked out after that, so we should leave. Let's go have a chat with Crispin. What's he doing over here? And my young man, pretend that I'm not here. Why are you hiding? Hiding me? In fact, I'm checking this garbage bin. I'm always making sure the city is clean. Now leave me alone. I will refuse to leave you alone, my good friend. No one is answering. Alright, leave. Now we've got the Sabina over here. Lord Malta, can you meet vultures? Leave me be. 5, nothing to declare. Alright. And this is, we still don't know whose house. Have we got any new people to ask about? Of course, sir. Okay. Right, here's the person that breaks in. It's interesting that they break in even if I don't pick up the key, because I haven't picked up the key today. Let's quickly forward up. There we go, she's in. Now let's knock on the door. And you are? Hello, I'd like to... I beg your pardon, sir. I spent the whole day looking for the key to my house, but I've been unsuccessful. Now I have a lot to do. Come back tomorrow, okay? Key I found in the alley. I need to give it to Sabina if I want her to let me in. Right, okay. So that's something new to do. Let's quickly go downtown. And run over to the club. I don't really know what I want at the club. But I want something. Yo. I'm Lobo's protege, let me in. Lobo's protege? Yeah, that's right, let me through. I'll tell him that you won't let his assistant in. Oh, alright, you can come in. Alrighty. Perfect. Now, is Lobo here to chat to? Lobo. Get your act together. The Casa Verdes or the Lake Avenue. Yes. We can also talk to... Right. And... Can we talk to him? Alrighty, I know the favorite drinks of 3 guests. There we go. Can we chat to him now? You see, I'm a time traveler. Yeah, I've already lived through this day before and... Oh, shove off. Right, okay. So we've already talked to everyone in the club that we can. We just need to find a way to be able to give flowers to Selena. Is there anyone in Helena's cafe during the night? No. Okay. Can we go see... Oh, well, we've run out of time now. So we might as well faint. People have this annoying habit of locking their doors. I agree. Let's faint. We've got a whole bunch of shit to do right now. Look, if it isn't my subservient, I mean my esteemed employer. What did you find out today? I found out a few stuff. My good friend. Detective, in your investigation, did you find anything on Virgilia Novice? I did. Let's say I'm curious as to what you will find out about her. Virgilia and I were old friends, you know. But you know that. You've seen the portrait of her from when she was younger. She looks pretty much the same. And all the time I've known her, she has always possessed a singular personality. I fully endorse Crispin when he says that. Even though she's such a delicate person, she knows how to defend herself or attack if necessary. Crispin and Virgilia are close relatives, they know each other quite well. At the slightest hint of pressure, she wouldn't hesitate before rushing to her cousin for help. It is up to you to understand what the pressure could have been and what kind of help she sought in return. After all, why would Crispin claim that his cousin knows how to defend herself or attack? Is there more to Virgilia than meets the eyes and concealed at first sight? We must uncover the truth, detective. Seek out more information on Virgilia, would you? It is very unlikely that she should have anything to do with my demise, of course. But even so, bring me more data on her. We can never be certain where the truth lies hidden, can we? That's true. But of course, proceed. We've got more information about Lobo as well. It seems like the right thing to do to investigate him. After all, the spinner of yarns has more than enough motives to wish me gone. And who's the first to bring a statement about him? Virgilia, his wife. Virgilia. It had to be her, but fine, after all, it does make sense she is Loba's wife. Surely she knows him better than anyone. What did Virgilia say about the Secretary of State? Powerful men like my husband know how to efficiently end disputes. Could it be Virgilia? True, there are times when we scarcely know the very people with whom we share our home. I know Loba didn't spend much time in his own home, but then of his responsibilities was always on the go. I was even surprised when he gave a damn about the article I wrote on him in my newspaper, The Buzz, which we found out information about. But I must be honest, detective, I never knew exactly which buttons to press on that Neves suit. What I mentioned with his suspicious fear of the number 13 in my newspaper, he could hardly ignore me. He felt unmistakably targeted. There we go. And a man of Lobus's stature and width wouldn't have overlooked an attack like that. Which is why he prosecuted me. Well, we know that as well. There's the question, detective, could that prosecution alone have extinguished Loba's theory? Even a fragment of anger over Loba was still harboring resentment. Could he be the one behind my murder? I'm not ruling out the possibility, and neither am I. I do think that might be, after all, you and I the same. Ahem. Continue the investigation of Lobo Neves, detective. Virgilia might be right that he's not an assassin, but she could very well be just defending her little husband. Something tells me that if we keep digging, we'll uncover something. I certainly agree. Well, let's leave. Got to do one more day before ending it. Something we have nothing more to discuss. Gonna make it be worthwhile. I certainly will, my good friend. I certainly will. Let's quickly go over to here. Go grab the cheese. There we go. Alrighty, cheese got in. Let's go grab this to the detectives now. Then we can go give that to Sabina. Once we have a chat with her. So Sabina, you stay out here for a minute. Right. Cheese. There we go. Now let's quickly grab this key. Now let's quickly grab this key as well. We just need to make alright. Yep, I did indeed. I'll give this key to Sabina. Here you go, my good friend. That's the key to the manor, yep. How do you end up? Anyway, it doesn't matter now. I spent the whole day worried about the whereabouts of the key. Thank you so much for bringing it to me. Well, it's literally only 9, so... As journalists. Now, I'll finally be able to rightfully take over the Kubas residence. And you, my boy, have invited my resumption. The Kubas manor will be the stage of the return of Sabina, now it's here. I'll be there, Miss Sabina. I hope you will. After all, I need someone to cover the event. How else would this matter reach everyone's ears? Yes, of course. Well, I don't really have too much more to investigate to you about, my good friend. So, That's it. Let's spread the news that'll bring the Cooper's family back on track. Right. You're gonna stay crying there for a minute. I'm gonna run over to the... Yeah. See if we can chat to the good old Padre. This is the lady at the church, isn't it? Bless me, Padre, you must already know why I'm here. But of course, my lady, we're going to talk about... Yes, Padre, I miss him badly. I didn't think it would be this hard. Seems like a part of me is missing. Be at peace, my child. Believe that God is watching over him, and... That isn't enough. I want assurance that he's well. Assurance? Aye. What a priest for if not to assure men's place in heaven. And don't tell me it's too late. I want my baby to be well taken care of. But... Farewell, Padre Cabal. Sure, may God bless you. What was that all about? Can we have a look in the donation box? What did Virgilia Neves insinuate I might find something here? Look what I found. A silver necklace. I don't think this was just a donation. Interesting. Can we talk to him about that silver necklace? Very funny. Anything that I can chat with you about? No. Oh, in that case, I'll show you this silver necklace. Tell me about it. Look what I've found. Look how shiny. Have you ever seen anything like this before? I dedicated my life to the church, my son. There's nothing shinier than the house of the Lord, as you well know. Now let's see. Oh, a necklace. Well, yes, I've already seen this necklace in particular. There's no way I've not seen it. It was a gift given to us by the grace of God. Really? Yes, I'm very surprised to realize you have it, if you know what I mean. Especially because you surely know that what the fifth commandment is all about. Honor thy father and thy mother. Yes, this one too, but I meant the one that says thou shalt not steal. From the second person singular, thou. I don't know exactly how you laid your cunning little hands upon this valuable gift that was given with such selflessness and generosity. Regardless of how it happened, be careful when showing this necklace around. Why, Padre? No special reason. Only a matter of prudence. Whose prudence? I've never seen her in town. Prudence, the Christian virtue. Depending on who you showed this necklace to, you could end up in hot waters. Duly noted, Padre Cabal. So you don't particularly like the necklace. Well, maybe just the fact that I've stolen it from the area. Where are you off to now? Out of the frame, I see. Are you still crying? Yes, you are. So you have not gone home yet. The taxi... where else do we want to go? We don't really want to talk to him. Let's quickly take the taxi over to the Novos Park area. Let's see if we can talk to Thingamajig now that we're here. Yes, Lupa. Let's come in. Lupa, thank you. Can I have a chat with you about Bearz Kubas? Because I have not asked you about all the items yet and things. Tell me about Midnight Club. I was told it is a denizen and somehow linked to Bearz's death. The Midnight Club? What? What's wrong, Mr. Thubnail? What do you know about it? The Midnight Club can't be this kind of place. It's brought up by my prison of my great move, Sophia Straw. She's been performing there in the last few days, but it's been a while since I last went there to see her. I feel your sadness, but if Sophia won't come down the stage to help me find Bearz's murderer, I'd rather change the subject. You're right, officer. I also don't think Sophia will help you find out more about Mr. Kubas. After all, she hated him. Oh, really? Wait, hated? But this is the great help whatsoever. The greatest help, even. Oh, yes. Yes, if we assume that Bearz got the matchbook the night before his death, then he and Sophia might have had an interesting encounter. Sophia is the singer. Let's have a chat with the Bearz. What can you tell me about the first issue of the newspaper, the Bearz? Well, opposite the Bearz was an endeavour of mine alongside Mr. Kubas. Judging by the controversial articles, I reckon you've made a few enemies. No, Mr. Kubas was the face of the Bearz. I just helped him with the money he lacked. The newspaper was short-lived, but left its mark on the city. What you said about the end of your business. Things come and go, that's the way life is, but this is beyond me. I'm only an unfortunate man who had a stroke of luck. Right, what can you tell me about this record sleeve? Mr. Thubnail, while conducting my investigation, I came across a record sleeve. The artist was called Mysterious Diva. Do you know anything about her? I do, of course I do. She was one of the singers from olden days. Sophia always talks about how she was deeply influenced by her. If this mysterious diva influenced by Sophia, she certainly was a superb singer. Right, so Sophia, yeah, favourite artist as the mysterious diva. What can you tell me about Miss Sophia Straw? Ah, Sophia. You know, officer, came from a faraway place and not from Rio de Janeiro, as you may have noticed already. On my trip to here, I met this delightful woman who has been my great muse ever since. Besides, Sophia Straw is married to a friend of mine, Mr. Chris Straw. I know, right? Sophia's career on stage made her well known, and she knows a lot of people, high-powered people. She and Mr. Bearz belong in the same social circle. They have already bumped into each other in the past, but I'd rather not talk about Sophia anymore, as I'm not sure if I'm helping her or getting her into trouble. Not sure about Sophia, but rest assured you'll help me big time. By the way, we should be performing at the Midnight Club tonight. Woof. That's right, Quintus, my muse will be there tonight. So it seems we'll be going to a sitting club then. I'm afraid I won't be so lucky. I've been bloody sleepy. I wake up feeling like death warmed over, as I was run over by a truck. So it's likely I'll miss my muse's show one more time. Maybe a very strong coffee could work it out. Woof woof woof. Hold on, Quintus, the office is very busy. He'd have to go out of his way to help me with that. Or would you? I'll see what I can do. Great, I'll be waiting, unless I fall asleep first. Well, I can definitely get you a coffee tomorrow, my good friend. Let's leave for now. And I need something for the dog as well. Potentially more coffee. We can have a look at the spam. Can we finally get some flowers? No. Wonder if she's at the Mena yet. No, okay. And whomst is here? Can we knock on this door? Can I say that you're Sophia Straw? Or Lupa? Alrighty, well that's everyone that I know so far. We could wait around until Thingmajig comes. I see. There's Bearz. Look at me, I'm Bearz Kubas in the flesh. You're Bearz Kubas, definitely impression button underpants. Right. Yep, you are Bearz. Or it was before I died, right? You I'm not dead, Bearz is alive. Yeah. So right. We need to get his coffee before now. So he wanders back into town. He bumps into Thingamajig. Let's go back into town for now. We know that this is open. Can I? No. I need to get you a Eclair. Alrighty. Blah 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 blah. We do not need to hear all of this. Alrighty. Blah blah blah. Alrighty. Let's leave. Eclairs. Right, this is the punch up scene. So this guy is being punched up. Who else can we potentially talk to? Let's go take the taxi back to Nobel's Park. And now we know that she's in her house. A pleasure to see you again, Miss Kubas. I have a few more questions. Other than the reporter, is there any info left for the article? Sure thing. There's much information left about the article. Can I show you the silver necklace? Look what I have here. I won't say I had to put my neck on the line to get it, but what? How did that end up in your grabby hands? This necklace is a personal object. You from the press are great with words, but I wonder if you know the meaning of the word decorum. Try not to show this object to everyone. If my husband finds out the story behind it, what could happen? Be discreet. Discretion is a Christian virtue. At least I think it is. Right, so she stole this from her husband to be able to give it to the thing. We also know that she eventually opens that door, so that's handy to know. Let's get quickly talk to Thingamajig about Mr. Bearz. About some other stuff. Because I haven't talked to her about everything yet, have I? Let's have a quick look. No, I haven't talked to her about her husband. Crispin Cosby met Lisa today, but you've told me something different. Would you know any reason for Crispin to lie about this? Lie? I don't believe he lied, Detective. It's more likely he got confused. Crispin's not a young man anymore, and Dickens of highlighting the steam up his medicines doesn't do any good to his head. Maybe. Tell me about the buzz. Do you have anything to say about this issue of the buzz? About the first issue? I don't know if I should. It will really help me with this case, Madame Vigil. Whatever. Yes, I do have something to say about this issue. It's the debut of this unfortunate newspaper. Wish I knew why Bearz insisted on these distant failure ventures. Very well, I told Bearz Logo a secret about his superstition with the number 13. But it's something just between us to be kept confidential. Oh. And lo and behold, Bearz took advantage of the information and exposed it to the public in the newspaper's first issue. And worse, because it was personal, there was a risk of Lobo suspecting that it was me who told the secret. And could find out. Oh, Bearz. Why so inconsequential? Alrighty, and then there's the argument there. Let's quickly run over to the house. Crispin, why are you still here? I need to find out about that key as well. Let's quickly wander through. This might be different now that we get the key. Caught from you, good for nothing, and my life depended on you. Look, I got the key by myself. And now you're rubbing in my face, huh? You can't feel happy even when you got what you want. Happy? I'll be happier, moron, when we finally get out of this hole you got us in. Now I'll take back what is mine by right. Right, and now we can come in. And you are? Hello, Miss Spina. We met earlier. Oh yes, the reporter, come in, but don't touch anything. Right. Can we have a chat? Perhaps. A pleasure to see you again, Miss Bearz. I have a few more questions. Well, if it isn't a reporter, is there any info left for the article? Can I show you... Can I interrogate you? No. Can I perhaps show you an item? No. Can I leave? Okay, can I look at this? Okay, so does she have anything to say about any of this? Or is it just going to be the same stuff that I found out when I walked into my stuff? Touching it? No way. Okay, so with that updated us on the key to the manor. Right, does Sophia hate Blaskovas? How will I be able to interrogate her? We need to get some... This is friend Kursk, blah blah. Cup of coffee from Helena's Cafe do the trick. Alrighty, we can do all of this tomorrow. What will happen when Sabina gets hold of the bus's mana key? We've figured that out, haven't we? Well, mostly. What is the secret behind the key Crispin keeps it? How can I get it? Well, I know how to do that. Alrighty. Once this is Bulba. We got a lot of information that's full now. What's this? Right, we've asked about everyone about that. Have we asked everyone about this? Yeah, it looks like it. Is there any that, yeah. Who should I not show the necklace to? You can go steal that tomorrow as well. That's a good idea. And we've got answers of all of these, right? Yeah. Well, there's 2 more for that. There's a lot for Sophia. There's a lot for Rubea. A lot for Christopher. A lot for Sabina. A lot for Crispin. A lot for Drake Bell. A lot. Well, a couple more for her. Alrighty. We've still got a lot to do. Maybe that's like 100% of Brass Cubus, but there's it. This is Brass' itinerary on the day of his death. He was dead. Every subject they confront reads a part of the itinerary. Find them all. Right, okay. Fair enough. Okay, well, I think that was it, basically. What do you do in your own house? Anything exciting? Or do you just stand here looking pretty? Nothing too exciting, do you? Yeah, you don't want me to. Okay. So literally she does nothing in the house. She's looking for something. Perhaps with the Voltaire statue. Interesting. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's end the day here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like or comment or subscribe. But in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you!